The man deliberately ate the cake fed to him by the scheming woman right in front of his wife. But the woman didn't get angry. Instead, she handed him a document and asked him to sign it. Without even looking, the man signed it casually, unaware that what he had just signed was her resignation letter and their divorce agreement. Once her goal was achieved, the woman turned to leave, but the man grabbed her arm and sneered that she couldn't leave without his permission. The woman pulled her hand away without a word. The scheming woman, fearing their relationship might rekindle, stared at the red thread on the wife's wrist and said it looked just like the one she saw in their trash can. But the woman ignored her and walked away without hesitation. The man watched her back, feeling an unfamiliar emptiness in his heart. He quickly comforted himself, thinking she just wanted attention. He believed she couldn't live without him and would eventually come crawling back. What he didn't know was that this time, he had lost the woman who once loved him with all her heart. 3 days earlier, the woman had been in a serious car accident and called him for help, but he hung up claiming he was in a meeting. In fact, he was with the scheming woman at the time, but she said she couldn't handle seeing blood and walked away. Neither of them noticed the weak woman nearby, and because she was sent to the hospital too late, she lost their only child. When the woman wanted to tell him this news, she opened her phone, only to see his latest post on social media. In all their 7 years of marriage, he had never posted a single photo of her. In that moment, the woman's heart completely shattered, so she called the CEO who had offered her a new position and waited for the contract to be sent. Once home, she signed it without hesitation, ready to leave him for good. Late that night, the man came home drunk and quickly noticed she hadn't prepared his usual calming tea. He began scolding her, then stormed off in anger. The woman no longer cared and calmly signed the new contract. The next morning, she simply wanted to eat a bun, but the man snatched it away, saying it was the scheming woman's favorite, and he had to bring it to work. Then he pretended to be caring and tried to feed her a shrimp dumpling. The woman quietly put down her chopsticks and coldly pointed out that in 7 years of marriage, he never even knew she was allergic to shrimp. The man instantly flipped out, accusing her of being unreasonable, and slammed his chopsticks down before leaving. Just then, the woman called out to him, took out a bra she had found at home, and handed it to him, telling him to remember to return it to the scheming woman. He tried to explain, but she didn't pursue it. She simply reminded him to tell the other woman to take better care of her belongings. He had no idea that the woman was already ready to walk away. That day, she brought the resignation letter he had personally signed to the office. After handling the paperwork, she told HR she had a flight to catch and left everything else to them. That evening, at the company's IPO celebration, the host called for the couple to come on stage, but the man couldn't find her anywhere. A staff member informed him that the woman had resigned. He froze, then looked at the resignation letter and saw his own signature on it. Panic set in. He nearly fainted on stage and immediately announced the cancellation of the IPO. Then he rushed out to chase after her,